Okay, let's see if I want to put that up just a little higher. These puffy eyes. Let me see.
You on there? Huh? I say you on
What?
there?
Yeah. Thanks for hitting the heart. Susan, who's here? Who's already joined me? Good evening. Blessings to you as well. Your name is Titisha. Titisha, have you been here before? Hello, Teresa. Hello, Popsy. Teresa, you are you back? How you guys doing? Did you guys see the topic for tonight? How's everyone doing today? No, your first time. I kind of figured it was your first time. Welcome. Welcome to the live. I'm a little stuffy. My eyes are a little puffy from my sinuses, so. But we don't have to wait. Did you guys thumbs up the live? And Tatisha, yeah, Tatisha. My name is, well, I'm called V. I call myself V. V's Life. I have a channel. Have you had a chance to view any of my videos on my channel, or you just happen to come past and see this live? Thanks for tapping the hearts. I may need to start doing more lives because these lives are getting very popular. I do them once a week. They're getting very popular. They're actually producing revenue now. Yes, I've watched a few. It's just my okay. All right. Just wanted to know where you are, so you basically know what the channel is about. Okay, and on my lives, I don't only talk about bed bugs, and then I have other things. These lives are just set for people to come to kind of relax, kick back, just chat basically. And now I actually choose topics now. I actually choose topics now to kind of discuss, get to know, so we can all get to know each other a little better. Again, did you guys see the topic of this live? with just putting yourself first? Okay. Do you guys consider yourselves as someone that, always put others before you? Or maybe not always put others before you. It could be always or majority of the time, just putting others before you. Yeah, you're right. It sure is. It sure is. Okay. Okay, you're the only one that answered. Maybe you're the only one with an answer. Look like it's 10 people here. Jump down to four. Okay. Um, Second question. Do you always put yourself last? You can put others before you, but sometimes you don't always have to put yourself last, but do you consider yourself as someone to put yourself last? Okay. Now, after a while, I think like after a while, sometimes we don't even realize that we do it. Sometimes some of us do, but some of us don't even realize sometimes that we're putting everybody ahead of us. So is that you? Is that any of you? I know that's not me, and I know that's not you, Typisha, because of your answers. But sometimes we do it and don't even realize that we're doing it until after some time. Good evening, Bobby. How are you? I'm yep, having a great evening. Thank you. I agree. It becomes a habit. Yeah, it surely could. Okay. Okay. Have you reached the point to where you think it's time to put self first, to put yourself first? I have. I've reached a point to where, and I think I've done this some time ago. Okay, I just feel a little sick, but other than that, I'm okay. Good to hear that you're doing okay. And yes, I do put a lot of people in front of me. I always put myself last. I think a lot of people do it. A lot of people really do, and a lot of people don't even realize that they're doing it. After a while, yeah, you realize it after a while, but it take a lot for you to realize it. Okay. Well, if it's something that you would like to add on or say or anything, you're welcome to change the topic. It doesn't have to say this topic. No, I have a problem with that. I have two kids and they get, yeah. So you say you have two kids and they get all of you, then work and then, yeah, stretch. Yeah, you can be stretched very thin. That's absolutely true. That's absolutely true. But we have to find like a middle ground because you have to take care of yourself. You know, we have to take care of ourselves. And if we're not good, then nothing is going to be good. So we have to start putting ourselves first so we can be good and better for others, the ones we love and choose to, try to help and do whatever we do for them. But we count and we have to learn how to put ourselves first. Because I know a lot of times when you just constantly going, you don't have that breathing room, you don't stop to take a breath, then you get so overwhelmed. You just get really overwhelmed where you just like you about to fall apart. And I know it's hard to do for those who don't know how to do it. It's easier said than done, but it's time to start putting it into practice, especially as we get older. Everything changes once we get older. Nothing, what we used to be, how we used to be, all that is gone. And everything, total burnout. Everything affects us now. Everything is stress, especially. When you're young, you can just brush things off, but not now, not anymore, not when you get older. Everything affects us, everything. Hey, everyday boarding, welcome to the live. This is your first time here as well. I don't remember ever seeing you, so welcome in and thanks for tuning in. So yeah, it's really important that we start taking care of ourselves, putting ourselves first, taking care of ourselves because yeah, it's a lot taking place and going on now. Okay. Yeah. And it's definitely, hi, how are you? It's definitely okay to look out for others and nurture however we want to do it, but we definitely matter. We matter. Everyday boarding. Are you why are you okay, everybody boarding. I don't know if you speak, well, you might speak English. I don't know if you do or don't, but you're welcome to being alive if you would like. If you don't like the topic of the live, you're welcome to leave. In fact, I'll do it for you. I really don't have feel like being dealing with nobody's foolishness today. Okay. I mean, it's great to be a blessing to others, but you matter as well. Teresa, are you still here? I think that's why. I think that's my problem. I'm always trying to look out for others and not myself. And no, that's wrong. Like Tatisha said, it's a blessing and a curse because it is good to be good to people and to look out for others. But in the process of that, we just kind of forget that we matter. Then sometimes it can kind of work against us because when people are used to you doing for them and doing and doing and doing, and then you stop, it's like you done something wrong. It's like you done something wrong, and they're mad at you and all kinds of stuff because you stopped. You realize you needed to stop. Black like charcoal. Okay. Maybe not wrong. We just need a balance and try not to forget. Yeah, definitely. 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 Yep. It has to be balanced. But I've seen it happen a lot to people who look out for others as well as myself. When you when you used to doing something or somebody used to you doing something, things might change. Maybe you can't do something at this a particular time. And they so dependent on you doing it. Like I said, work against you. Then they're angry, think you just don't want to do it. It's a lot of different things that take place. I mean, I've seen it and I still see it. Because after a while, it get to a point where it's like some people think you actually owe them. And I'm not saying everybody, but it happens. I see it a lot. And I talked to quite a few people, so yeah. Dr. Slick, welcome to the live. Do you have something you would like to say outside of what you already said? Yeah. It's just about putting yourself first. You know, sometimes we need to put ourselves first. That's it. The topic when before you come into the live is the topic is there. You was watching shorts and ended up here. So are you saying you just got thrown into the live or you clicked a button and came into the live? It's just really about conversation. That's all. It's not a whole lot going on. Conversation. Okay, a new feature of YouTube. Okay, interesting. Sure. Hello, Paul. How are you? Your parents have spent a lot of money on your education and stuff. and now they want you to marry someone of their choice. How to put myself first in such position? I mean, you just have to talk to your parents in that case. Helping people so much and putting myself last in my family. Now we don't talk because I stopped helping them. Exactly what I mean. Exactly what I mean. Because people get used to it. They get used to it, and then once you can't do it anymore, it's no understanding. Now some people do. I can't say everybody. Some people do understand that you can't, but some people don't, and they take it as a form of disrespect, like you disrespected them or disrespecting them, or you just don't want to help them anymore. Yeah, yeah. That's one of the things where you like, I'm damned if I do and damned if I don't. And you, Dr. Slick, you need to speak to your parents if you're being serious. I can't tell. Some of the people that come through here, I really can't tell. Excuse me, guys.
Mm.
Indian parents too much possessive.
Mm.
Indian parents too much possessive. So you're Indian? Oh, my eyes. Look at how puffy. They puffy. Okay, I want to scroll back to see something. Bobby, you said that because your family, they're not speaking to you now. Hopefully, it's not a lot of your family that's, treating you this way. And has this happened a while ago? Is this something that just recently happened? Excuse me.
Mm.
And also, when it's like your kids or your significant other, your spouse, or some people really close to you, that could be very difficult, very, very hard, very hard. Yeah, overwhelming as well. And communication too is key. Communicating. I know the old me. The back in the day me would not have cared at all. A person got angry or something about something I didn't do or didn't want to do or whatever, they would be completely cut off. Completely. And that's still me. I said the old me. That's still me, all depending on the situation.
There you go.
I've never had a problem with cutting a person off. It really doesn't matter who they are. It all depends on what they did. But if it's somebody that just simply don't understand and why I did it, thinking I did it out of meanness, yeah, then I would definitely go to that person and communicate with that person and try to help them to understand why that change took place. Why I would do that? Because if I've done it for a long, long time, then they do at least deserve that. No, this happened about 4 years ago. Me and my family just don't talk. I only talk to one
I'm
of my
about to cook the chicken.
and two of my nieces and my nephew. That's it. Okay. Well, I mean, I do hope that you all can reconcile. You know that you guys can come past. Get past it. Because one of the saddest things is when something happened to someone and we had anger. And I'm not saying it's your fault, but I'm saying anger. Period. Not speaking. And I'm going through it right now myself. Not speaking, and something happened to someone and they leave, they're not here anymore, then some of us are left with that guilt of being mad at one another. Yeah, it's definitely okay to say no sometimes. It sure is. But all depending, Paul, on how long you've been saying yes. How long have you been saying yes to that particular person or people? And then all of a sudden you're starting to say no. It's probably going to cause a problem. I have two of my sisters and one of my best friends and my goddaughter. Boundaries. People kill me when they think they can drain you dry, and then when you have nothing left, they leave you high and dry. Absolutely. Establish some boundaries then. Of course, of course, that's what the conversation is about, Paul. The conversation is just about that. It's just about that. It's a conversation just talking about it because this happens with a lot of people. Boundaries do need to be established up front, but a lot of times you don't even know, you don't even understand or realize it's even going to get to that point where you need to put boundaries up. Because a lot of people who do it don't even realize they're doing it until it's been done a long time. But I don't think none of us go into it with the intention on doing something for somebody for a long period of time, just saying yes, 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 yes. I don't think nobody going with that attitude. It just happens. But then after a while, you have to set boundaries. But once you start trying to set the boundaries, that's when the problems start for a lot of people. But yeah, you still need to set them. Hey, Bernita. Good evening. I don't know if you saw the topic coming in, but the topic is about putting yourself first. But me, I stopped speaking to one of my sisters for 4 years. We started speaking again. Something just recently took place, and two of my sisters were not speaking. One of my best friends and her daughter, which is my goddaughter. The old me would not have cared at all. I would say, tell anybody, we don't never have to speak again ever. But who I am now, because I've changed my life around, because I live for Christ now, I even went back and tried to apologize for my part in doing whatever took place, which of course I would say I didn't do anything wrong. But to them, they might feel like I have. So I did apologize. None of them apologized. So I left it at that. Now my conscience is clear. So if anything do happen to take place, I'm fine. It'll be them who have to worry about not even saying I'm sorry. Well, I apologize too for what I may have done. They just ignored it and left it at that. Now they will be totally ignored. Now that will happen now. So you saying you always put yourself last, Renita? And as I'm speaking, anybody who has something to comment, comment. I mean, whatever you feel you want to comment on it, whatever you feel you have to say, it's no right or wrong, whatever, as long as it's respectful, say whatever you need to say or want to say. I do understand, I really do understand how a person could feel a certain type of way if you've always done things for them and all of a sudden out of nowhere you stopped. I can understand that. Okay. I really can. I can understand that. Okay, you put yourself first. Is that what you're saying? If so, that's awesome because you should. But I really can understand. I can understand if someone get upset if you stop doing something that they completely used to you doing. I can, because now they've grown dependent upon it, and you just stopped. So I think I would owe a person some type of explanation. I don't have to keep doing it. No, that's for sure. Even if I could do it, if I want to stop, I'm gonna stop. But I still think I would owe that person some type of explanation because I've allowed them to become used to it. No, you can't. You can't. Well, we sometimes we still try. Sometimes we still try. Sometimes we give our last of what we have, even if we need it. Give it, you know, and then we go without. But see, my thing is now, if you keep caring for everybody and doing this and doing that, who's gonna care for you? Who's gonna pick you up when you fall? So my thing is now, don't allow yourself to fall. Don't allow yourself to fall. Learn how to say, I don't have it. No, whichever way you need to. You can be respectful, but learn how to not do it. Yeah, a lot of times it's not. It's really not. A lot of times it's not. I mean, I remember going into a $5,000 debt over someone, trying to help. And before I realized it, I spent $5,000 because I was just it was going so fast. I didn't even realize it until it was done. You think that person helped me put any of that $5,000 back? That was a lesson learned. So I'm a bookkeeper now, and I didn't gave myself that title. I'm a bookkeeper now. I keep record of everything. It's nothing that will never ever happen again, ever. Some of us just, it hurts to see people in need. I'm one of those people. It always hurted me to see. I mean, like it really, really hurt to see people in need, and if I can help, and I know I can, and I don't. But after that, in another situation, I quickly learned after that I start paying attention and realize if it's really a need or if it's just a want or if it's just the fact that I know I can get it from it, so I'm going to go get it. Hey, Michael, did you see the title coming in? Excuse me. Ooh, I do not like this. I'm about to put on some shades or something. Hey, Michael, what's going on? You saw the title coming in, putting yourself first. I hate that some people really need kind. I hate that some people really need kind-hearted people, and it's always, yeah, yeah, always happen, always happen, always. Oh, excuse me, guys. Trying to move the chair and I move the tripod. Yep, that always happens. We learn quickly once we get burnt. Yeah, yeah. When I got burnt twice, I learned from the first one. The second one was really small, but it still happened again because this heart is still the same. But I'm different now. I'm different now. I have had to be. That's why now I pay attention to who I spend my time around, who I socialize with. Everybody, I'm sorry, everybody gets screened now, pretty much, because I have to do it. I have to screen who I'm actually spending my time with and who I'm giving my energy to, because I give out good energy, so I want to get it back. And I'm sure we all want to be happy. Yeah, boundaries are very important. I think Paul said that. Yeah, it is though. Boundaries are definitely very important. Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Sometimes it could be family, it could be anybody. When you're kind of getting to know people, a lot of times you just don't discuss boundaries. Things just happen. But they should be. They really should be. I agree. They should definitely be discussed, but a lot of times it just don't happen. So I guess that's why it's important to know who you outside of family. Pretty much we know our family. We do what we do, but we pretty much know them. But I would say outside of family, like friends or whoever, gotta kind of get to know people. Don't assume you know somebody that you don't. Give yourself time to learn that person, especially before you start pouring into them, especially money and things like that. You gotta get to know the person. You've been there helping people. Exactly. 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 It surely do. Or it should. It should. After a while, you just get so tired. Yep. And God is the only one who, the Lord is the only one you can depend on. And it do make you start praying and believing. I've since changed my life around and given myself to Christ. And I mean, I feel so much better. My life is like 100% better. I mean, better. A lot of things that I dealt with before, I can say the things that I've dealt with and the way I handled them, I can handle things way better now than I did before I gave my life up. I was a piece of work. I really was. And I handle things very calmly now. Very calmly. I do get upset, and my mouth still can get a little raunchy, and then I have to go repent. But I'm a lot different, and I'm still learning though because I'm new at this. And I'm still learning, and I'm still of the flesh. Thank you, Popsy. Yeah, I'm definitely trying. I'm definitely working on becoming a better me. But you're absolutely right, Tatisha. You're right. You're absolutely. I totally agree with what you just said. That's right. Not one. Not one. I listen to this song all the time. I wish you could play music on here. It's by Infinity. Is that their name? Um, that's their song. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. I listen to that song. It's called "It's by God's Grace," and I listen to that song every single day. But they singing about no weapon formed against you shall prosper. If my phone show it, I'll tell you the name of the group. But yeah, or you can just look up the song, God's Grace, by God's Grace. Trinity, yep, you know it, yep. I listen to that. That's one of my everyday songs I listen to, well, almost every day. Yep, I love that song. Trinity, yep. I'm a much happier person now too. In life we go through a lot of disappointments. We all have stories. All of us have some stories. But just knowing, for me, just knowing that he exists, it keeps me going. It keeps me going. And I can say everything that I've asked for, everything that I pray for, he gives it to me. And it's not just now because I'm saved. This is before, way before, way before. But I just understand a lot of things a lot better now. Yeah. And I love to meet people. I mean, everybody is not saved. Everybody's not going to be saved. Just knowing that people believe in him because everybody have their own journey. Everybody got to, accept him at their own given time. You don't push nobody to do anything. He don't even want you to, but just knowing that a lot of people out here know who he is to a sense and believe in him is a great thing. And the best thing anybody can do for themselves is build that personal relationship with him, between him and them. That's the best thing you could do. Life will change 100%.
Yeah, yeah, paint was on the wall. I don't know. You tried to when you come up the other day, but today,
But for those of us who are used to
you were cooking from the boot. You were cooking from the boot.
um, go to any of the videos, and send me a comment. Just comment anything. I'll remember who you are. Any of my videos on the channel, send a comment, and I'm gonna respond to it. Okay, Renita, thank you for stopping by. Your presence is always appreciated. But for those of us who are used to putting others before us, I just pray, I ask and I pray that you learn how to stop putting yourself first. Doesn't mean that you can't look out for these whoever, help whoever, do whatever you want to do for whoever. But you matter too, you count, and you definitely have to you need to put yourself first. And I hope that you learn how, figure it out how you could do that, because it's not always easy to do it. A lot of things are easier said than done. I want to ask this too. This is kind of off topic, but it's kind of funny. And I know everybody probably experienced this, but it's just popped into my head, and it's funny. You know how you get on the phone, you might call someone, and you call them like to talk to them, to tell them something, but you never get to say what you call to say, because soon as they say hello, they take the whole conversation, and you never get to say it. You just did it. Okay, good. Good for you. It happens to me with one of my sisters, so that's I had to ask that. My oldest, yeah. Oh, let me not. She might be on the daggone thing. Let me be quiet. Well, not just her, with my sister's period. Even though I'm not speaking to two right now, we're not speaking. But does that happen to you guys? I hope you heard the question. I'm sure you did. Now, when you said you just did, is that about what I just said? The question I just asked about the phone call? Or are you saying that you just stop putting yourself first? You guys like my hat? I put the jewel on it, the crown, and I put all the rhinestones on it. I did all the rhinestones. I'm a crafter as well. I do a lot of different things, but yeah. And we have like 10 more minutes.
I'm not put the next batch of chicken. This next batch of chicken in. You know, have meat fry. But I don't know what they tell you when your food done, or they tell you when your food is done.
No, I did. I did. Oh, okay. When you said you just did, that's what you was. Okay.
You know
All
what I
right.
mean?
I got you now.
The white
I
boy and
got you
food.
now. So I have like 9 more minutes. I guess nobody's. Wait, but yes.
You gotta go where they at.
Okay, but yes. But yes, I forgot I want to say all the time. My mind moves so fast.
Most people do.
Yep.
Most people do.
Mine do too. Mine swim. Every time I call my friend that I know for 20 years, she does that to me. She says hello and stuff talking, but never happened to her. Yes, indeed. Yes, they talk about everything that going in their house, their life, their children, everything. Yep, yep. And you never get to say what you called for. Amazon, Amazon. I ordered like I can't think of the name of them, but they sell different kinds of rhinestones. But I think mine is more like the crystal glass ones. I have to yeah, I have to check, but I love bling. Anything that sparkle. I love anything like glittery, sparkly. I used to wear glitter all over my chest. I just stopped because it just used to. I'm glad you caught me too. I try to come every Thursday, and I try to have interesting topics to talk about. Stuff that's really going on and that's really relatable. With us, with everybody that everybody can relate to. But I remember wearing. I used to wear glitter all over my chest, and a couple of things happened, and it got a few people in trouble. Like guys that would be around me. We weren't in no type of relationship. We weren't messing around. We weren't anything. We were friends. But because it was glitter, the glitter ended up on everybody who was came in contact with me, and they had issues with their significant other, thinking that they were out doing something they had no business doing. And of course, when a couple of them would come up to where we were hanging out at the time, and they looking around and they see me with all this glitter, now I'm the one that's messing with their boyfriend or their husband or their whatever. So I said, it's probably time to stop wearing glitter around people. Because I don't need the problems and I don't want to give nobody else none either. But I definitely used to love my glitter. And I stopped for their sake, really, because it didn't bother me, but I just didn't want to have people fussing and arguing, especially over something that wasn't even taking place.
You ready? You ready?
It gets everywhere when I'm done. Um, yeah, it, it gets everywhere. I mean, we when I used to go to house parties, and by the end of the night, we were always there till daylight. We never left before daylight. And by the time the lights come on, I can tell everybody who I, especially who I dance with, 'cause they had a bunch of glitter on. Then you hear people say, where all this shit, where all this stuff come from? Where the hell? And I'm just standing there until somebody look at me and do like that, and I'm like, yeah. But I love bling that. I love it. Yeah. Well, those were the days. It's funny now. It wasn't funny back then when the people be really mad, like the females really mad, thinking that their guys are messing around or whatever. They could have been, but it wasn't with me. But yeah, thinking about it now, it's funny. It is funny. The thing, I've always been loyal. I've always been loyal to my partner. Yep, yeah, just send a comment in one of the videos. Yeah, when I love, and I love really, really extremely hard. But I can say if a person, if you change something, you change things. My mind is really hard to be changed. I'm set in my way. I'm very, very stuck, set on my word. But if you do something to change it, then yeah, I'm gonna be a whole different person. That's just who I am. But for the most part, you always get the best until you mess it up. If you don't mess it up, you're gonna keep the best. So any last minute thoughts, words, anything? Anybody want to say? Yeah, it's easy to do that. I mean, me too. Ain't no need to try to go around it. Me too. Me too. But I don't. I can get lost in it. I can, and it can stay that way. But as long as everything is going the way it's supposed to, I'm cool with that. I can be completely lost in it, and I wouldn't mind at all. You bought it anyway. You can set it on there.
Yeah, but it's almost
Set it
time
right
for you to
there.
get off. I ain't sitting on your laptop.
Yeah, set it on the laptop. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I'm bored anyway. You got 1 minute left.
Yep. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed the live tonight, and I should be back this Thursday coming. I'm usually here every Thursday, and I'll have something interesting, something else interesting that we can speak on. But again, this is a place just to come to, like, kick back when you kind of just want to, talk a little bit, relax. This is the place to be. And it doesn't, excuse me, it does not always have to be what I want to talk about. It can always be what any of you guys want to talk about. I just do it so I won't be sitting here like that, like just saying nothing and you guys not saying anything either. But feel free. Feel free to bring your questions, bring your comments or topics. Everyone have a blessed evening. Thank you. Thank you, Popsy. I appreciate that. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in, and you all have a blessed weekend. Thank you, Bobby. You do the same. Night, guys.